pleasing to the
eye. What it do? Another week, another new tech file coming at y'all. So stay tuned. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeet.
Welcome to episode 316 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
It's your boy Timkinz, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What? What?
I'm
real boy.
Only known as
Kinky.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K. Harris, the gentleman.
Yeah.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
But better known as KD.
Take that. Episode 316.
Yeah.
Hey.
316.
What?
Shout out to all the wrestling fans. We got a hell yeah in the comments.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Shut up.
All right.
One bear.
1, 2 bears.
Some tequila. Another bear.
The comments going crazy for the Stone Cold love. I love to see it. All right. Some housekeeping before we get into the swing of things. As a reminder, if you have not already, please subscribe to our YouTube page. Hit the notification bell so you get notified when we go live. Listen, liking the show on the YouTube, comments, all that good stuff helps us in the algorithm, helps put us in front of new eyes, new viewers, and we need all of that support. If you listen on the audio platform, go ahead and drop a rating and review for us. I recently re-downloaded Apple Podcasts, the app, because I gave them up. And I saw we haven't had a new review on Apple Podcasts in like 2 years.
Oh, really? Come on.
I know we stopped using it, but like I know some of y'all still listen to Apple Podcasts. Go ahead and drop that 5-star review and tell the people how much you love Tech File. And as a reminder, again, sharing the show in any way you can is helpful. Whether that's on your social media, if you're in the live stream right now, go ahead and share the show. We're just trying to get in front of more people, more eyes, more views. As I mentioned last week, I'm trying to make this my job, so I'm going to eat off this, so please help. help me, please. Help me, please. Lord, help me, please.
You know what you can do? They always listen. The feds is always listening and watching.
And help.
You know, you done play music, and all of a sudden you got ads of that same damn song. Just play our clips around people. They'll pop up on their phones. You sharing. You caring. You helping it out. Look, you got motherfuckers talking in the background. We heard that. That's why I like that. Y'all heard that. Sharing is caring.
Absolutely. And also, if you are a Bucks or a Packers fan, make sure you check me out and subscribe to the Locked On Bucks podcast, as well as Cheesehead TV's Carry the G and MKE.
Hey, podcast C.
Hey, I like that.
I
like that. What's up, Shells? Appreciate you stopping through. All right. The game that needs a name, if you are unfamiliar, the game that needs a name is a rapid fire game that we play, a memory-based game where we pick a topic. This week we are running back current NBA players because Eric was not here the last time we did this, and he felt like he was cheated on the opportunity to showcase
like it was a fair game without
his NBA knowledge. So we select the topic, current NBA players, and we go rapid fire order. You get about 5 seconds to say something that relates to it. And then no repeating. And if you take longer than about 5 seconds, you're going to be out. So last person standing wins. Jeff, I appreciate you for listening to Locked On.
See, boy?
I need all that energy.
Why
I
are you so
appreciate
aggressive?
Hey, I ain't aggressive. I was cheering them on. You're encouraging.
it. It's a 316 episode.
Encouragement.
This man is in the stone cold bag. So let's play. Let's go ahead and play the game that needs a name. Eric, why don't you start? We can start with you. Go to me, then Ken, then Tim, and keep going until there's nobody standing.
Remind me, is it current or all time?
Current.
Okay.
Mm.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Chris Middleton.
Oh, LeBron James. My bad.
Jordan Poole.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Pat Connaughton.
Anthony Davis.
Kyle Kuzma.
Jalen Williams.
Drew Holiday.
Jordan Poole.
Josh Giddey.
Someone
You
said that.
already.
He really?
I said Jordan Poole. First name. First one. Third name is Josh Giddey. Third name is Josh Giddey. Go ahead.
Other Jalen Williams.
Ish Smith.
Trae Young.
Kendrick Williams.
DeJounte Murray.
Clint Capella.
Bogdanovich.
Who? Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich.
Luka Doncic.
Hey,
Kyrie Irving.
Bojan Bogdanovich.
Jesus. How many?
Derek Lively.
DeMontis Sabonis.
Alec Burks.
Marjon Beauchamp.
De'Aaron Fox.
Jaden Ivey.
DeMontis Sabonis.
I just said him.
God dang it.
When you hear it, you will get it going.
Harrison Barnes.
Kay Cunningham.
Steph Curry.
Draymond Green.
Jonathan Kuminga.
Moses Moody.
Moody.
Moses Moody.
James Wiseman.
Marvin Bagley III.
Kate Cunningham.
I
Oh,
I
he
was
said
already
it.
saying. Eric came through with the
It was
victory.
better without him.
Jeff said that he found out about Tech File because of Locked On Bucks.
There we go.
Hey, that's what's up.
Well,
Appreciate it,
that.
brother.
Appreciate that. Before we get into the topics of the week, if you're watching the YouTube, you might have noticed we kind of fly this week.
Oh, yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Out here.
No, we kind of
Out
fly.
here.
We are wearing Nobody Fails.
Nobody.
A local Milwaukee brand. Nobody Fails is a brand that's focused on gathering individuals through unique networking activities while also providing dope apparel. And as you can
For
see,
sure.
the apparel is dope.
Definitely dope.
You don't even see the backs of these shirts right now. Like, go ahead, Tim. Show them.
Let's show him the shirt.
Show them the shirt, fam.
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
Hey.
Prove them wrong.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Just like the green and gold.
That's what I was gonna say. He's trying to twerk some.
I gotta prove y'all wrong. Salute.
So make sure y'all visit @NobodyFails Apparel on Instagram for information on upcoming events. Go to nobody-fails.com to find these items and more. Because, man, let me tell you, Ken's sweatshirt is so soft.
It feels dog. It feels great. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you. As soon as I put it on, I was like, "Damn, this feels amazing."
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I'm going to show the back of my, hold on, let me show the back of my shirt off too. Because let me tell you, the backs of the shirt's almost colder than the front
Yeah,
sometimes.
real
Like,
talk.
you're going to make a statement no matter where they see you, from the front or the back. Pause if needed.
Yeah.
That was about to be wild.
For the front of the back.
Hey, just lessons learned. See? See? Look at that. Look. Because that was about to be a wild segment.
What is that?
Hey, it felt like it goddamn it cash me or something.
So make sure y'all support. Nobody,
This is
Nobody Fails Apparel. Make sure y'all go and get y'all some
Dude,
gear.
For sure.
definitely go
Support Milwaukee. Support
Yeah.
local.
You see the skyline?
Man, you even see the back of his
His
shirt.
shirt,
Man.
yeah.
Let me tell you something. That Cream City colorway is cold. 5. So head to the website. Check it out, y'all. Go ahead. Show it off, brother. Show it off.
What's off his fit?
It's a fit check.
I like it.
Yeah, Nobody Fails Apparel. Make sure y'all go and get y'all some. Shoot, I'm hot now. All right. Let's get into the topics of the week.
Sassy whistle.
NFL Week 9 is in the books. Something that folks want to talk about from the past week of football. Tim, why don't you kick us out? Or kick us out.
Who kicked the door in? How about that? All right, look, speaking about Nobody Fails, we had pretty much a third of the NFL had a starting backup this week. Backup quarterbacks were running wild this week in the NFL.
I'll let it go.
Hey, let it go. Let him live. Because no matter what, at the end of the day, they still starting quarterback in the NFL. I think.
Yeah.
That's dope. I think that's dope. Anyways, the following teams had starting backups. Starting backups.
We need that shit.
The Giants, the Raiders, the Cardinals, the Bears, the Vikings, the Falcons, the Colts, the Rams, and the Tennessee Titans have all had their backups. The Tennessee Titans all have their backup quarterback was starting for them.
You get nervous.
It's in the area. Bro. The aura just throwing me off. I can't be myself. I can't talk the way I need to. This motherfucker's right here.
You just want me to get out the way now?
Just moving over there. You weren't supposed to hit that thing, God.
Not the tendency.
But yes.
It wipes the slate clean.
Yeah, now you can go. You're clear.
I can't go nowhere. Anyways.
You let it affect you?
Y'all the ones that want to make noise in the middle of my speech.
Oh, my bad.
That's them.
God dang bad.
Oh, shit.
Anyways, shout out to the backups. Not all of them were successful in obtaining a W in that sense this week, but it was still, again, one of those things. The next man up. Every year in the NFL, there's going to be injuries. Sadly, this year, there's been some bad ones to some starting quarterbacks that have forced teams to go the route of having to find a backup. And for some, they're hoping to find the next Brock Purdy, I'm sure. Some is hoping that maybe Brock Purdy that they see this year ain't going to be what they're going to try to get. But at the end of the day, it's always about the next man up. So regardless if it's just the quarterback, regardless if it's just the running backs, because the running backs, as much as they had in this offseason, they really haven't. The running games have helped teams, but at the same time, because there's been so many injuries to the running backs this year, it has not necessarily helped their case as to what they were trying to get this offseason. Like, hey, y'all need us, we need the monies, this, that, and the third. So I think that's an interesting veer in that conversation. But back to the topic at hand. I appreciate the backups this week. That's all I have.
Shout out to Will Levis in Tennessee. He done took Ryan Tannehill. Tannehill got hurt.
You think he took it?
Levis
No, they already said it.
He's named as the starter.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill is the backup quarterback in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Also, when Tannehill starts, he'll be starting backup.
Here you go.
And you did earn that belt because you have the Giants listed here, and Damian Giants definitely started. He got injured during the game.
Damn, you're right.
The Raiders have a new coach. They fired Josh McDaniels I think last Thursday. And they named Antonio Pierce, former Giant, former Washington football player, as their interim coach. So, Pierce, what? Oh, Pierce, GM Champ Kelly, who's also named the interim after they fired their existing GM.
Everybody got to go.
Right.
Everybody.
And President Sandra Douglas Morgan are the first trio of black people to hold those jobs simultaneously in one NFL organization in history. So,
let's go.
Future endeavors to everyone else.
for real. So, like, I think it was named Jake Glazer from Fox.
Yeah.
He reported that there was a team meeting last week in which it was kind of like a area grievances type of meeting, and everybody was just like, it was open season on Josh McDaniels. So he let Antonio Pierce speak, like, on behalf of the coaches, and he said that Pierce was like, yo, you know, like, everybody needs to buy in and believe, because, like, that's what happened when my Giants beat the Patriots and they were undefeated, and we beat them because we thought we could, and we believed in the game plan, and blah, blah, blah. And it, like, really got the team amped up. And then apparently after the meeting, Josh McDaniels was like, sour. Like, he was like, don't ever talk about the Patriots like that. And like that was kind of like the final straw that kind of like divided everybody. They like,
Damn.
So Josh McDaniels, I think I also saw a stat that Josh McDaniels was the first coach to have two different jobs and not complete 2 years at either one of them.
That's great.
Damn, this man catching a check to sit at home.
But he's the problem, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's some people that aren't cut out to be head coaches. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you can be a great
you're a great
coordinator.
Yeah.
So
It'd be like this sometimes.
shout out to the trio and they won on Sunday. So
Yeah.
Super
everybody's feeling good. Like I saw the
The team loves him.
Yeah, they was lit.
Hey, shout out to the starting backups, bro.
He's trying to make this a thing.
And this is a thing because they came in, you know, and they got the dub.
What do we say? He can't take an L. Like, it's
And
fine. You
they
missed
won the
both.
L
All right.
from the jump. They nothing to take.
Okay.
wanted to be a title.
Okay, bro.
That might be the case.
Yeah.
That's why he's trying to make this man.
He's taking that nobody fails a little
Too serious.
too literally.
No,
I
really
can't
don't
fail
start
today.
back.
No, but I also saw that Pierce brought along the practice squad players to have them on the sideline during Sunday's game, and that's not normal. Normally, practice squad players are seen but not heard on Sundays, and he was like, "They part of the team too. They gonna be here." Like he is a players coach, and it seems like Raider Nation, the players, everybody seems to love him. So hopefully, you know, he might be able to parlay this into a job.
Like, he's always had that energy. Like even when he was a player, like he had like that. I want to follow you type of energy. So it makes sense. That's all I got.
Last week, I sat here in front of y'all and I said, I am not talking about the Green Bay Packers anymore until they give me something new to discuss. Lo and behold, they actually won a football game, y'all. So they gave me something to talk about. So instead of going through and recapping the game and all that stuff, listen, the Packers still got some problems they need to sort out. That is very clear. But it's always better to sort things out after you win rather than losing. So here are just some firsts that happened with this Packers victory over the Rams. Because it's been a while since we've won. This was the first win in 42 days for the Green Bay Packers. They avoided matching a 5-game losing streak that they had a year ago when Aaron Rodgers was at quarterback. Don't y'all forget that. We are on pace for last year, y'all.
If you look at that stats, Jordan Love and Rodgers are neck and neck.
The Packers scored a first half touchdown for the first time since week 2.
Goddamn. It's week 9.
Boy, be shut out.
That Jones touchdown, that was that first touchdown I mentioned. The Jones touchdown run in the second quarter was also the first touchdown the team had at home in the first half of the season. The Packers led 7-3 at halftime against the Rams, and that was their first lead at intermission since week 2.
You're supposed to make me feel better.
I'm just telling y'all they gave me something new to discuss.
Yeah.
All right, it's been rough. It was Green Bay's highest rushing total of the season and nearly 100 yards more than their season average of 88 yards.
They ran it more than 5 times.
Aaron Jones had 20 touches by himself.
About time. Shit. That's like 4 games worth.
Jordan Love did not turn the ball over for the first time since week 2 in Atlanta. He had 5 straight games with at least 1 interception.
Yeah, that's amen right there.
And also, Luke Musgrave did not fall down.
Oh, that's a
He stumbled.
Mm-hmm,
He stumbled. But he caught the ball, he stumbled, and he continued to run. He got his first career touchdown against the Rams. Listen, like I said, Packers still got a lot of things to work on, but there were some performances this past week that were, like, encouraging. Like, you saw Kenny Clark get hurt. The defense still stepped up. There were people saying, well, the Rams, they had their backup quarterback.
We had starting backups. So.
Here he go with starting backups.
How many on corners?
Anyways,
a middle linebacker.
Even if the Rams had a backup quarterback, which they did, that means that the Packers defense should have dominated, and that's what they did on Sunday. If it's a bad quarterback, that's what you're supposed to do. And they came through, and they showed up and showed out. Shout out to Carrington Valentine, who stepped in that starting cornerback role, had himself a great game. Shout out to Jonathan Owens, who had a great game, helped force a turnover.
Mr. Simone Biles.
Yeah, Mr. Simone Biles.
No, don't do him like that.
Oh, no, we're going to do him like that. Because women get done like that all the time.
Kingsley Enagbare had a pretty good game too.
Yes, he did. Lucas Van Ness was out here rushing the passer. Like, it was so many young dudes out here who showed up in the right ways.
Rookie, who caught the pick? Safety?
Anthony Johnson.
Yes.
Shout out to him too. Like, it's so many people you can point out to who had a good game on Sunday. So I just want to give the Packers, hey, I'm so glad y'all won. We had so many firsts this week. Thank y'all for giving me something new to talk about. And I see Shells was commenting during all the firsts that the Packers had this past week, and he mentioned the fact that it's so bad it's funny.
Damn, it's supposed to make me feel better. It sounded like a laundry list of dirty deeds.
I was watching that game. I'm like, I think it was midway through the third or fourth when I texted you. I'm like, these teams are stinky.
Yeah.
Like,
That first half, like, this is not bad.
Fumble to a pick to like, oh, bro, what's going on here?
The third quarter
stink.
started with the Packers fumbling on back-to-back possessions. I was like, oh, no.
like what's the kid? Wicks. He
Yeah.
fumbled, and then he was walking off the field with his head down. Aaron Jones came and picked his head up.
It's like,
They all
dang.
came, right. They all came around him on the sidelines, like it's all right. We all do it. And then next possession, Aaron Jones the one. I'm like, bruh.
You ain't got to show them that it's all right in that way, bro. The
Nah.
words are enough.
Wick's fumble was very unfortunate
It was.
because even the timing and the where the guy was to get the ball, he just so happened to be where the ball flipped off his helmet towards the dude, bro, who's about to walk out of bounds, just like, oh damn, let me thank you. Like, oh that. So when that happened, I was like, damn, that's unfortunate. Like, ain't nothing you can do about that, bro. You tried to make a play, I seen it. Everybody saw it.
Whatever happened to like the ground can't call.
That's what I
So
thought.
that's only if you are touched. And that's the thing. He was making a football move to try to extend the play and get that first down. Because he wasn't touched, the ground can, quote unquote, cause a fumble. Because it don't count. Now, if the guy who he's talking about who recovered the fumble actually touched him on the way down, then it would have been said the ground caused the fumble, Packers ball. But because he wasn't touched, it went the other way.
There's so many fucking, like, you gotta be a lawyer to be an NFL official. I swear to God.
Speaking of that, the two offensive
Offsides? Oh my
Offside.
God.
it's all because of the Eagles. That is the only reason that was even
And
called.
the Eagles don't get played.
But they weren't even offsides.
The Eagles don't get called for it. The brotherly shove, they be all lined up all over in the neutral zone and everything.
Straight. No, you gotta be just off of. You gotta be just off a little bit.
Brotherly shove or tush push?
Tush push.
Brotherly shove. Which one do you go with?
Brotherly
Oh.
shove sound like never mind. I
Yeah.
hate that joke.
Homies
What
over hoes.
What we were,
Don't get us
homies
canceled.
over
what we were
hoes.
talking about before the podcast. That's what it reminded me.
Hey, bro. The joke, you see my face? The joke is there. I was waiting for the long, B. I ain't for the reason.
That's what brotherly shove
I ain't
sound
for
like
the
to me.
reason.
You know what? You're right. Brotherly shove does sound
Although tush
forceful.
push does
Yeah,
too.
it does.
Both names are, yeah.
I'm a fan
Very
of
jail
tush.
adjacent.
Tush push.
Yeah, tush push. I like that.
I like tush push.
Let's go
Tush
to
push is
tush.
a little- it's a little
Pushing
catchy.
a little tush.
Just a little tush. Pushing a little tush. That's a, hey, Tim, now that's a title. That's how you do it.
Hey, listen, I already got seconds in the comments that starting back up should be a title, so you stay over there with yours.
Tush push. Pushing the tush. All right, Cam. What's your?
Oh wait, sorry. One last thing. Brett Rippon was so bad that they went and signed Carson Wentz.
Yeah, they got a new quarterback. They said we can't have
Carson,
him as our backup
I
no
was
more.
not expecting to see his name.
Where the fuck they gonna do that?
Exactly. I was like, where you been at?
I'm sure Carson wasn't hard to find.
He's always around.
Right.
My thing is, I want to talk about AJ Brown. One of the main reasons because he's on my fantasy team, so I've been
All right,
seeing
Tim.
him cook.
All right, Tim.
What?
Tim always talking about his fantasy.
I had speaking of fantasy, I had a horrible week in fantasy.
Ditto.
I have no clue what happened this week. I'm gonna bounce back, but I had a terrible week.
I'm about to look right now.
I was up until literally like the last few minutes. But AJ Brown, man, has been balling out.
Oh, shout out to Dwayne. He won FanDuel.
Oh, shout out, brother. I
Congratulations.
don't feel that bad now that I ain't win. I just didn't want Camille to win. I'm just being real. But that's my sister, dog. But I can't take no L's. But yeah, AJ Brown.
Apparently you can take a L, just not
That's
to
to
her.
me.
Yeah.
What did I do?
It's different. I mean, if it was any of y'all, I wouldn't want Tim to win here. Win nobody.
I don't play, so if
Let's
you lost
say
to
me.
me, like it's
I'm gonna win next week just for this.
Oh, so let's go. That's what I need. I need some competition. I've been cooking y'all.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I'm trying to
okay.
pull up these
Hey,
standards.
Alright.
been cooking niggas,
All
man.
right.
I'd have been won my money back. I don't know about y'all. I don't know what y'all
It's a
been
Chappelle
doing.
show. It's broke people.
Hide the money, y'all.
No, but AJ Brown has been balling, man. He has over 1,000 yards. He has 6 touchdowns and 67 receptions. So shout out to him. He's on the pace right now. He keeps doing what he's doing. He'll be on pace to get 2,000 yards. For the past 5 games, he's been over 120 yards.
Crazy.
Is he above Tyreek now?
He
I know
should
Tyreek
be.
was out, like,
I think he
out.
should be now. I
I'll
still
check
not sure. Yeah, but I think he should be now. But shout out to
Above
him, man.
Tyreek in what? Receptions or yards? Because it was I'm saying yards.
Yeah, it should. No, I think it is yards.
Nashell's encouraging Ken to talk that talk.
Hey.
For those who are interested, Tech File, we did a FanDuel league, fantasy FanDuel.
Yeah,
league.
no, not in yards.
I'm still in the league. Chinny chin chin.
Now you see why I'm hating.
34 points.
Now you see why I'm hating because I'm right there.
There's a 34 point.
That's why I'm hating.
And they can't right behind me.
Exactly. That's where the hate comes from. Hey.
As long as we all finish top 2, we all win.
Oh, well, shit.
So, for the record, Tyreek Hill does still have A.J. Brown by, I can't do math right now, 71 yards.
Oh, same.
1076 to 1005.
Yeah, so it's close. Both of them brothers, man.
They don't pace some
They
record.
going crazy. Man, when Tyreek Hill, dude, like, to be that fast is ridiculous.
Oh, that shit is nuts.
Like, he literally catch the ball and go 0 to 10 immediately, fam. Like,
Then the
that's
15.
crazy.
Yeah.
You like, Jesus
The
Christ.
wildest part about his speed is that I still couldn't imagine having his speed. Like, his speed is different, bro. Like, as someone who has speed, it's different to kind of talk about speed, right? So, having speed myself, typically, whenever I came into like a competition situation, whatever like that, I was usually one of, if not the fastest person in the area. Whatever. I've ran across and played against cats that are just ridiculously faster than me. Like, having that type of speed as someone who has speed is still unfathomable.
I get what you're saying.
Like, that shit is crazy.
You get it, Chuck.
Wait, what?
Would you race him? Would you race the cheetah?
Hell yeah, I would race, but I
Are there-
wouldn't win them.
Are there any NFL players that like aren't like NFL skill position, like people that are supposed to be fast? Like, are there any that you like? I hate that. Like, where you're
That you
not
think you
wowed
could
by
be
their
them?
speed. Like, it just seems like every NFL player will probably.
Not
Get that
everyone.
criteria.
That's why they have 40-yard dashes. They tell you how fast some of these niggas is.
This man said everybody ain't cooking me.
Right, like they tell you how fast some of them is. I was within the 4 or 5 realm, so I had a lot of speed.
I tell y'all this because I know we laughing, but we can laugh because Tim our guy. Let me tell you this: any podcaster out there that want to lace up them shoes and race,
Lace him up.
You know, we're talking about.
I'm
I'll put the money up.
I'm table setting again.
I'll put the money
I
up.
got my money on that man right
Exactly.
there.
I'll put the money up.
Shoes, no shoes.
Exactly. It don't even matter. Barefoot.
Top one.
It don't even
Flip
matter.
flop don't matter.
Cleats. It don't matter.
The man is running.
Rain boots. It don't matter. Tim's.
I said I was going to
Crocs.
jog this winter too, just to kind of keep my legs going.
It don't matter.
All right.
And he put them Crocs in sport mode. It's over.
I wanted to just like one time, just put the Crocs in sport mode and just take
It's
off.
over.
Bro.
No, Tim
I mean,
quick.
shit, the way you ran out of them flip flops.
Hey. Man, listen. All right. Yeah, shout out to AJ Brown.
Yeah, shout out to AJ Brown.
NBA, the second week of the season is in the books, and we had our first in-season tournament game. So, gentlemen, what y'all feel like talking about this past week from the games and the news?
I'm sorry, I know we talked about this beforehand, but it actually makes sense for you to go first.
Hey, let's do this. So, as I mentioned, the NBA kicked off the in-season tournament games, which will see a winning team earn the NBA Cup, and all of the players on the winning team will receive $500,000 apiece.
Mm-hmm.
$500,000 for winning the cup.
One game, $500,000. I mean,
Okay.
like everybody talk about, like, oh, they should be big business. Like one game is $500,000. That's
Exactly. Like,
a lot.
I'm here.
Listen, Giannis don't. We've heard Giannis multiple times. I'm not even going to speak because I got diapers. I'm not trying to get fined. Listen, from the top of the bench to the end of it, $500,000 is still $500,000 if you
Exactly.
win.
What?
So, in case you're unfamiliar with the in-season tournament, the tournament sees each NBA team play a 4-game group stage in November. The 4 group stage games will be played on 7 November dates. So we got 4 Fridays and then 3 Tuesdays. It would have been this Tuesday as well, but the NBA is not in action because it is election day. They want y'all to go out and vote and not watch these games. Be active in your community.
No.
Like, I ain't heard shit.
Group winners will advance to the knockout rounds. The quarterfinals will be played December 4th and 5th at the higher seeded team, with the semifinals and championship game taking place on December 7th and 9th, respectively, in Las Vegas. Now, there are people who were saying, what's the point? Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. And I'm like, listen, this is a long season. The NBA is trying to do something to start until Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can get people tuned into something different at the beginning of the season while they're really competing against the NFL, while they're competing against baseball's over now, but just to get eyes on the sport earlier before the quote unquote official start of the season at Christmas, I think it's a win. And I'm gonna ask y'all opinion on it, but for me watching the games, like I felt like Damian Lillard. He was like, I can tell something going on. It's different. I don't know exactly quite what that is, but it's something. Like we got different courts, we got different uniforms, we got the championship cup thing on the floor. Like it's different. I can feel it. I don't know exactly what that means, but I know I want to be in Vegas playing for the championship. I know that much, and that's the feeling I had because when I was watching it at home with the Mister, we were watching the game, and he's just like, it do feel different. Like the courts are so drastically different than what you normally see. That it just felt different. I think that once they get to Vegas, it's really going to feel different because you don't see NBA games in Vegas often. So like, I think that energy is going to make it really feel big, and I'm here for it. So I wanted to know how y'all feel about the in-season tournament as well.
Yeah, similar to you. I think that it will be different once it gets to Vegas. Like right now, they're just regular season games that would have gotten played anyway. So that's why I don't understand why people are complaining about. There's nothing to complain about at this point. It's like
it's basketball.
It's basketball. Like it's Friday night basketball, Tuesday night basketball. It's
with fun courts,
with different courts. That's all it is, really. Like if it's not something that you're into, then just look at it as a regular season game. If it is something you're into, then it's like, oh, this is cool because it's counting towards this other thing. But I think once we get to Vegas, then it'll be like, okay, this is radically different. They're playing for something that's like tangible and immediate. So, like, I'm for it just because like I like breaking up the monotony of the regular season personally. And I think that when it was announced and we went through all these things, I'm like, that sounds overly complicated. I'll see it once it's in practice because you kind of have to go through it. Right. It was kind of like when they changed the All-Star game, when they did the target scores. Like, okay, I know what these words mean. I can kind of somewhat visualize, but I just got to see it in practice. And then I saw it in practice. I'm like, I fuck with it. So it's kind of like that where you just have to go through it. And then once we get to it and see what it is, okay, I like this or I don't like this, or this is how we can kind of improve on it for next year, whatever. But like, I'm down to try different things because like we've been doing the same thing in the NBA for 75 years. Like, there's no harm in trying different things. If they don't work, like they're going back to the East-West format in the All-Star this year because like we tried the draft thing for a couple years.
I'm a fan of the draft.
I am too.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
But like apparently like somebody wasn't into it, so they went back to it, and no harm, no foul. It's not like the All-Star games from the last 5 years or however long they've been doing it are just like thrown out of history. It's just like something we tried.
It ain't working.
Yeah, we went back.
Tim, how you feeling about the in-season tournament games?
I like the playoff feel that it gave for a lot of the games. I think that's what the difference is because you have a lot of athletes, and at the end of the day, these athletes are elite competitors. So you tell me y'all can get a trophy just by winning 3 or 4 more games, and hell yeah, I want that trophy. I don't even shit what you talking about. I want the trophy just because I say I got that motherfucker. Y'all only had this tournament one time. Guess who got that trophy? I do. So it's like a lot of cats have that fire. That's like fair. I just want that. You gonna give it to me, and you gonna give me 500. I want that. That's what I want. So I think that's what kind of the matchups. Honestly, were good matchups to begin with.
Hey, regular.
So
a lot of good teams.
Every game was kind of close for the most part.
The Warriors game was nuts.
Yeah, and they were great finishes. They were great tight games. Like
Bucks game was good too.
Bucks game, I've tweeted it out, bro. And I said it on the pod before. But I am here for the stress. Give me the stressful, tight knit. We better make this shot or make this stop. Otherwise, it's just curtains, bro. Just give me those. Pump that in my blood. That's what I love about watching sports and playing sports, bro. Even when I was playing like tight games, I was like, shit. One false move, bro, it's a wrap. Or you up to the plate, all 2 outs, bases loaded.
Can't do that shit for 8 months.
Let me ask you something.
I love it.
So when we be playing 2K and it be crunch time, you be excited.
Hell yeah, I be excited. I be here for it, bro. I be quiet as a motherfucker, but I be here for it. Because I be over there like, bro, I'm like, okay, make this pass. We gotta hit this shot. Somebody miss, I don't say nothing. I just keep quiet. Unless it's game over, then it's a game like, oh, damn, bro. But you miss it, hell, shit. We might get it back. Shut up. Try it again. Make my nerves bad. Hey, we won. Shit, let me run around the living room for a minute.
No, I've definitely had a 2K game where you win and you be like, oh my, thank you. Like you celebrate. I've also had some where it's like, if I smoked cigarettes, I would need one after this game. This was stressful.
And I like it because that's part of what makes sports fun.
No, I feel you. I feel you. Ken, how you feel about the in-season tournament?
I'm actually for it. And then also seeing the WNBA do the Commissioner's Cup. kind of made me be like, oh, it's working in the WNBA. Like, why would it not work in the NBA? Yeah, so I'm for it. Again, it did feel different. Again, just like you said, just like Dave said, like you kind of couldn't put your finger on it, like what? Like it feels different. Yeah, but some of the course of stuff was outrageous. But
that's a great segue, dude. Let's go cue this up. So I rated all of the in-season tournament courts that we've seen thus far. We've seen 7 of them. Every team has their own course. We haven't seen them all.
Okay.
But of the 7 that we saw on Friday, I wanted to rate the courts. I'm going to start with what I thought was the worst court and work my way up. So the teams that played were Bulls, Heat, Trailblazers, Thunder, Bucks, Pacers, Nuggets. All right. All the home teams. My 7th ranked court is going to be the Indiana Pacers. And if you're watching on YouTube, you get to actually see the visual as well. Otherwise, if you're on the audio version, yes, you're on the
Oh, good Lord.
The Indy court, listen, it's just
It's a lot.
No, watching that game though, it was hard to watch.
It's a lot happening
it was
on
hard
that
to
court.
Don't like it.
Yeah. Number 6,
It's turquoise.
the Miami Heat. Now, the red courts are difficult because it makes it hard to see the ball as it is, but some of the red courts I think were done better than
boy, that court look hot as hell, boy.
I actually like that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You like the Heat court?
Yeah, I like it.
So like
It just need more white.
I don't care about like
You need more
the
black.
red.
That's what I
Like
thought,
I don't
too.
care about like the monochromatic parts of it, but like I feel like the stripes should be different colors. Like the gray doesn't make sense.
Oh,
to me.
yeah.
Yeah, they have
the
no
gray
gray in
don't.
their
Yeah,
scheme. That's
the
why I
gray
was like,
don't.
this doesn't make sense to me. So that's why I ranked
See, if
them
the gray
sixth.
was black or white, then it'd have made it look.
Even if the matting around the court was black, I think
Yeah.
that'd work a lot better.
Yeah,
for
it
the Heat.
would.
My number 5 court is another red one, the Chicago Bulls.
No, this one's trash.
No. The Chicago Bulls. The Blazers was the best red court
Yeah.
that I saw, but the Bulls
The
court,
Bulls court was a blood court.
it was all red,
Yeah.
red everything. And I liked it a little bit more than the Heat's court though, because I felt like the Bulls court,
Went better with it.
the scheme made sense. Like there's no gray for the Heat.
Yeah.
But at least the Bulls leaned them all in into the red. Oh, we ain't got the Bulls court?
Hold on.
Well, Google Ray.
Yeah.
We'll come back. We'll show the Bulls in a second. The next court.
You can't do everything for them. They can look it up.
Right. The next court there will be the Nuggets, the Denver Nuggets court.
AKA the Crip court.
The Nuggets.
The Crip court.
Crib court. So I'm guessing it's this one.
So
Yeah. Big blue
I like that one.
with the yellow going down. Kent's not a fan.
What's with the area code? No,
That's
That's
the
the
height
height,
above.
altitude.
Yeah. Sea level. Which
It's on their
I know.
jerseys
It
too.
wasn't in the email. The
Oh, the
Buzz
Bulls.
one, yeah.
I got you. All right. So that's the Nuggets court right there.
I think that's kind of slick, actually.
You know
Oh
what?
my God.
Next, I'm gonna go with the Trailblazers court.
I did like this.
I thought this was the best
Yeah, I
red
like
court
this one. Yeah,
because
this one works.
the neutral
Mm-hmm.
court going or the stripe down the middle
Mhm.
being that neutral.
Makes it easy to
Wood.
play on.
Yeah, I like that. Of all the red courts,
Yeah,
I thought
that
that was
was
the
good.
best
It's
one.
not jarring to the eyes across the court. You looking at across the court, you see number red, like damn, bro. Court messing my vision up.
Can't even see the basketball. Okay.
What was the score of that damn Heat game? Let me How many shots did they miss?
Next, you saw how many shots they missed. The next court that I thought was, pretty decent. We into the top 3 right now. So the Blazers was 3.
Mhm.
Number 2 was gonna be the Thunder. I thought the Thunder's
Yeah, I
court
like
looked
this one.
really, really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I like this.
The light blue with the navy with the orange popping out at the center court, like
Yeah.
that was pretty clean to me. I said, I like this. I like this OKC. That's a good blue court. That's the Bulls court that just came through. And then the number 1 court, I see Sly in the comments already said the Bucks had the best one to me, and I'm not being a homer, but yes, I think that. One, you can play on it pretty easily. It's a cream court with just the lime green going down the middle.
Oh, hey, Marcus.
Right, Marcus Johnson up there releasing it. So I thought this looked good. Bucks fans really don't like the blue. I
So,
don't have a problem with it as a different change of pace thing up, but especially with this court leaning in on the blue, I really enjoyed it because the jerseys match the court, which is always my biggest pet peeve when the jerseys don't match.
Yeah. I like the purple. I like the purple. Jesus Christ. I like the blue. I do think that their plans got messed up because I think it's the Bucks marketing guy maybe, but he was saying that their original plan was alternating years, like they would do a blue jersey, then they'll do a cream jersey, and then the cream got canceled by the NBA.
Yep.
So they've kind of had to scramble. So like I do think that there's too much blue at this point. It's like give me a break from the blue.
That's
like
fair.
give you something different. Like I would like them to bring in like a purple. Like bring back the purple a little bit.
Yeah.
And not necessarily like a full on purple, but like maybe like a gray with the purple.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Where it's like the
A
purple.
gray
the
Bucks
accent.
jersey would be very interesting.
I like that.
Green, purple, and gray.
I didn't say no
I don't
green.
need green.
Just purple.
Like just like a gray
Old
jersey.
Sacramento
with
kind of vibe.
Yeah, with purple.
But yeah, those are the courts. Dukes, do we have the Bulls court loaded up? Just so the people on the YouTube can see, in case they didn't see that Bulls court, which I think was the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth best court.
The Blazers.
Yeah.
Sorry. Y'all probably would have put Blazers above Nuggets personally, but the rest of them is good.
Yeah, that Nuggets one was that.
There go that Bulls brand.
Nah,
Like I said, the big blood.
it was too good.
Tempting.
Like,
no.
the picture actually don't do it that much.
I was just about to say.
Like you had to watch that game. It was hard. Like it was hard to watch. Like for real.
No, that's a fact. It did look different in motion.
It looks
Yeah,
like
with the
it'd be
black
easier to play on than the Heat court.
I
Just because the
liked
red
it
is
better than
darker.
I liked it better than the Heat court, but it was tough. But that's in season tournament. I think I might do this every week because the courts are really fascinating. It's so different than anything the NBA has done. So I'm gonna look forward to bringing that back next week, actually, because there are some courts I've seen the pictures of where I'm like, "Ooh, that's gonna be clean." Like some of these gray courts, beautiful.
I like
again,
Brooklyn. Would Brooklyn have
Brooklyn
one?
is always great.
Yeah.
Which shout out to the Bucks because they were the first ones to start the alternate court
Courts.
trends when they brought the Fear to Deer originally. Like I think 2016.
With the at the Mecca.
No, here.
Before that, like they had the alternate court
The Fear to Deer court.
when they
To
had
go
the
with the
black jerseys.
And I will say as my last point before we move on to Tim, because we're talking about the Bucks. But in case you were wondering why Eric said that they can't do the cream jerseys anymore, it's because the courts have now gone to the digital advertising. So with the cream courts, it blends in and it messes up the advertising. So that's why the Bucks had to do away with the alternating between blue jerseys and cream ones every other year for city jerseys. And that's why we're getting all the blue. But Tim, floor is yours.
My NBA topic and my issue, and I think it will be until we.
We said issue.
It's been my issue. My issue has been so. For those who don't know, open season is coming in Wisconsin soon. So it's about like a week or so from now.
What you mean open season?
Like deer hunting and things like that.
Hunting.
Okay. Hunting season.
They started a little bit early on the Bucks because these motherfucking point guards been teeing off on our shit, dog. Like these guards have been going crazy
Here we go. We got Tim back now.
on us since the season started. It's been 6 games. So 6 games, I'm like, all right, I'm going to chill. But before the season even started, we were talking about defensive liabilities and who or what might put up with. Then we had the first game. Oh, hell, I ain't even seen that shit yet. Hold on. We'll get there.
Oh, Eric pulling up stats.
I pulled up a stat and then he pulled. So then, first game, I would think I was in our group. Not this group, but we have another group chat. And I was like, I don't like how Cats is wide open, and I don't like how Cats is getting in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a couple games go by. We're slowly fixing our paint issue. We're figuring things out. I get you. You know, we have to make some different, players have to fuss at coaches. I get it. I get it. We have to make some changes. You can't come change every damn thing, bro. Relax. I get it. But damn, some just ain't right. Like, all the guards can't average under 30 points against us for some reason. Every guard that we played, damn near hadn't put up 30 points. So Maxey had 31. Hero had 35.
Heroes.
Brunson had 45.
Yeah.
Cam Thomas had 45. So when I did my math earlier, it looked like they averaged 33 points a game.
4 of them?
Not them 4, just for the 6 games. I put all the guards from the 6
I got
games.
you.
Trae Young and
Because I put Murray. Murray had
I
45.
was like, Murray had more than Craig in that game.
So you're 45 from Cam, 45 from Murray, 31 from Maxey. We got 35 from Hero. These 6 games in, they can't get under 30. What we gonna do about that? Because that is a problem. Wait, we haven't even got to the fireworks yet. Do you have the Bridges and Cam Thomas? Sure. Maxey was unexpected. We weren't expecting him to go off on us like that.
Oh, wait. DeJounte had 15 against the Bucks.
Damn,
Wait, no, that was I cover.
Yeah.
that was the most recent one.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that's what he had.
Maybe I'm thinking. No, Trae Young. I'm sorry. Trae had 20. That was the lowest one, I believe.
And that was a bounce back because
Yeah,
he season off.
that was the lowest, I believe, of all the guards. But again, when I did the numbers,
Yeah, that's the right one.
he brought it down because they was averaging 33.
You don't want to.
My problem here is we have not even gotten to the freaking the De'Aaron Foxes.
I mean, Schroeder had 24.
We haven't gotten to the De'Aaron Foxes. We ain't got to the Stephs. We ain't got to the.
I like Fox, but why did you start with Fox?
I'm just saying because he's a problem at the guard spot.
No, I feel you.
I'm just saying. He was the first name on that. Hey, I said it in the game that he's a name too. He was already there.
Oh, shit.
And then Steph went number 2. But yeah, we haven't gotten to the guys that are serious fireworks at the guard position. And we're getting smoked. Okay. My fear and my gripe, because y'all know I love defense,
Yes.
is the fact that we don't see none
You love the
at the top of the damn key.
No
Or in the corner.
No perimeter defender.
On the corners. In every game, it's at least 10 niggas wide open. In the corner.
It's only 5 players
I'm
on the court.
about to say,
15 in the court at one time, 10 of the 15 on their squad is wide open at some point in the game. Because we leave everybody open.
Oh,
Everybody has a free shot.
I will say this.
It's frustrating.
It is because we're used to the Bucks being a top 5 at bare minimum, top 10 defense under Bud, and right now we're in the bottom third of the league. It is a big switch and change for us. We are not used to seeing that.
80
So what's
degrees
the-
to 20.
What you guys have been watching? So what do you feel like the issue is?
Wait, I haven't been watching
Oh shoot!
because
Let them have it.
goddamn
Let 'em
Valley
have
Sports
it.
Oh!
Let them have it.
doesn't fucking work.
Upset, fam.
Y'all been
I
complaining
missed
about
2
the-
games last
No
week
way.
oh,
because the goddamn app
Oh,
Doesn't
that's
work.
Funny.
oh my god.
Did they credit my account? No.
Damn.
You know they ain't gonna credit.
I'm paying $20 a month
They
to
gonna say
not watch
user,
my basketball.
user error. Well, that's
You ain't pressed the right button.
that's what we
Like
use.
usually, I feel bad for like the social media rep that has to like list and
Endure.
go through the mentions or whatever. But it's like, no, y'all deserve it because what the fuck?
That's
Yeah.
funny.
I've been seeing a lot of this ain't working, bro.
It
What's
ain't.
up?
I was trying to get my mother-in-law to watch the game because she looks forward to the Bucks. Like, that's her thing. And I couldn't get her to watch the game, and I felt terrible because I know how much she loved the Bucks. And I said, dang, my mother-in-law feeling this sad. I can imagine how other Bucks fans around the
The
world.
Valley
Valley
cable
app.
channel work.
Yeah,
fine.
I do.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was in there like,
Wait, because of that. I was like, your friend is actually enjoying basketball.
oh, she told me she was going to watch this year.
But she's been in.
But sorry, I derailed the conversation. You're
But yes.
absolutely right.
No, that's funny.
What have we noticed from the Bucks? Why is they haven't?
Yeah, well, yeah. What do you guys see that the issue is on defense?
Talent.
It can be boiled down to a couple of things really quickly.
Mhm.
I won't belabor the point here, but
I got one. I got one point to make. Just to
Speak for yourself.
it's personnel, like
Okay.
like Eric was saying, and Adrian Griffin was trying to put people in places where they weren't most effective. He was seeing how things worked out. For
Okay.
example, he was having Brook Lopez play a more aggressive trapping style
But
of
he's slow.
defense, but he's slow. He's better by the basket. It was just exposing too much behind them
I've been trying to
because
tell him this is okay.
the Bucks shut up. The Bucks actually weren't allowing that many shots at the rim still. It's just that every shot they did allow was like wide open. So people were shooting like 80% at the rim against the Bucks because it was just all out of whack. You saw against the Knicks, they switched back into drop coverage, which is what the Bucks ran last year with Bud at the helm.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, they went back to drop coverage against a team that can exploit drop coverage.
45.
Because Jalen Brunson is a mid-range maestro, and to beat the drop, you have to be nifty in the mid-range, and Jalen Brunson can do that against the Nets.
Nico.
Not going to work as much because Cam Thomas, Mikal Bridges, even Lonnie Walker was able to use their speed to get into the mid-range and be effective. So what you've seen over the last 2 games in particular is that the Bucks defense has been kind of adjusting back to playing drop with Brook out there.
Eric had to look too. Kinda.
And they've gone back to playing drop with Brook out there, and then you saw against the Nets, they're still throwing out different coverages, so zones, switching defenses. They're really just trying to see what worked. And Giannis actually had a quote. I read it on Locked On Bucks earlier. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, But he was saying pretty much like they asked him, "What's the identity of this team?"
Mhm.
And he says, "We already know it. We just have to figure out what works right now." He's like, "So it's a lot of different combinations happening. We know Brooke is good in the drop. We know we can switch.
Mhm.
We know we can do a lot of different things. We have to figure out what personnel works best in each of these different scenarios." So that's part of why the Bucks are being lit up. The other part is because we don't have Drew Holiday, and they've been rolling out a Damian Lillard, Malik Beasley backcourt, which is no defense. And when they
Hey,
said they was
it's
going
fun
to
to watch them.
For who?
really?
For who?
Dominic.
No, the offense ain't even been there to like say Beasley should be out there still. So like that's been a big part.
Beasley
of it.
gets hot towards the end of the season.
He can
Oh,
get hot
hell
off the
no.
bench.
Oh, hell no.
That's what he did, bro.
What?
He got smoking hot towards the end of the season for us.
And then what happened in the playoffs?
He couldn't play because he ain't got no defense.
Hey,
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Damn.
don't leave Mo out.
Shit, they did. They have been.
Oh, he said, oh,
My man's 3 for 7.
He
I don't
ain't
know
knocking
what to
it
tell
down.
I don't know what to tell you.
Meanwhile, Jay Crowder coming out there knocking everything
Jay
down.
look good.
That's what's
Jay
happening.
look good.
That's good.
Yeah, so I don't know if I said it on the podcast when he got hired or if that was just like in real life or IRL.
It's really-
Yeah.
That's not
I
the
heard
that.
affiliation. Not the youth.
But I wasn't overly
He's 119
impressed.
Yeah.
Relax. I wasn't overly impressed after the initial press conference with Adrian Griffin. So like I've kind of been on the more pessimistic side
Yes, he has.
pretty much all summer.
Damn near Jason Tatum.
Damn.
We know how Eric hates Jason Tatum.
I
don't hate
Oh man,
He's overrated, but I don't hate Jason Tatum.
that was good.
So like it's kind of been I've been watching with a more critical eye. Like for me, it's always like Bud came in immediately, had his identity down, knew exactly what he wanted to do, and installed the system. Like you could like even if it didn't work right away, which it did, but if it hadn't, like you could at least see like what he was trying to do. Like he still had the personnel left over from the previous regime. Like you still had John Henson, you still had Deli, you still had Don Maker, whatever. But like everybody was like, yo, here are your spots on the floor. We're gonna shoot a lot of threes. We're gonna get up and down. Our defense is gonna be super conservative. This is what we're trying to do. Everything is in service of let's get better at doing these things. What I haven't seen from Adrian Griffin is the outline of what he's trying to do. He's talked a lot about we want to be more aggressive, but I don't want to come in and radically change what they've done because this has been a successful team, blah, blah, blah. Preseason, first couple games of the season, it seemed like he just threw out everything that they did previously and is trying to reinvent the wheel. And it's like, I could understand if that was the case with Drew Holiday because you know that there's proof of concept there. You know exactly what this team can do, what they can't do. You know that you can always go back to drop if you need to because they've mastered that. Like this team knows exactly what their identity. That hypothetical team would have known exactly what they could and couldn't do, and like you had a little bit more room to kind of like play around a little bit, experiment, try different things. This team doesn't have that defensive baseline because it's so much new personnel and it's so radically different defensively going from Drew Holiday to Damian Lillard. So, like, I think you still need to, like, with Brook Lopez, your best defense is going to be a drop regardless. Like, it doesn't matter who they're playing against. It doesn't matter the time, situation. Brook in a drop is your best option with Brook on the court. So, like, trying to do all the aggressive bullshit, like, out the gate, it's like, bro, like, get your base down first before you try to, like, you can't go from, you know, algebra to trigonometry automatically. Like, you got to build on the steps. And it's like, there's no, like, again, like, I don't see what the plan is. I don't see what you're trying to do. So I can't really get with it.
I'm trying to do everything, Eric.
You can't do everything.
Just figuring it out.
Figure out what the fuck
Just figuring it out.
I mean, he knew it. This.
you know exactly.
He ain't sure.
Everybody and their mama know Dame Lillard, Malik Beasley as your perimeter defenders.
Not gonna work.
Turnstile.
That's not gonna work.
I see Shells in
Hey,
the
Dame ain't
comments.
here to play no defense.
Shells in the comments said can't play Lillard with another guard they can't defend.
We
Absolutely
have
agree with
9 years of the Blazers playing with Damian Lillard as, again, proof of concept. Like, you know that shit don't work. So why the hell would you take the most CJ McCollum-y player that you have and stick him next to Damian Lillard? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And on offense, everybody and their mama, when you made the trade, was like, Dame got his pick and roll. That shit
Ain't
is going
seen
to
that
be
a lot.
devastating. I don't think I've seen in the games that I was able to watch. I don't think I've seen Giannis set a clean screen once.
Can I just stop your rant for one moment to say that is one Giannis has to be a better screen.
Which I'm not pinning down Adrian Griffin because like
That's
they'll run like something where Giannis comes up to set the screen and he either slips or he kind of like just stands there.
Half stand and he slides
And then
away.
when he does kind of set a screen where like the action is engaged, he doesn't roll. He like half rolls or he'll like
He sets up like jump.
meander back to the 3-point line. Like there's no zip. There's no execution. It's just kind of like I'm gonna just stand here and then we gonna kind of figure it out.
That Dame Chris pick and roll looked pretty good. And in limited times we saw that.
Definitely
Chris can run pick and roll. I tell you that.
Definitely good.
It's just again like I came in pessimistic, so like I'm trying
He is,
to
y'all.
rein in. I'm trying to give it a little bit more time, but like I haven't seen anything reassuring, save for actually listening to his players because
Yeah, that was.
Jason Kidd wouldn't have done that.
Nope.
Fuck what y'all talking about.
That's my system.
Jason Kidd, he wouldn't have done it in the first place, and he definitely wouldn't have given the players credit for it.
Mhm.
So we're at least better there. But like I haven't seen anything that reassures me that this was the right hire yet, and that's concerning to me because this is such an important season for this team. They're getting older every year. Like you can't waste a year with a coach learning on the job. And unfortunately, the security blanket that they hired, which would have made me a little bit more comfortable, quit a week before the season. So, and the offense is kind of showing like, you know,
It's clunky. It's very clunky.
I'm concerned.
Disjointed.
Like I think that the roster is flawed because like they made the trade so late in the offseason. So I think that it's going to like they'll make some moves mid-season and they'll kind of hopefully bring in better perimeter defenders that at the very least can not be Malik Beasley. Like he's been trying, so like I don't want to like dump on him, but it's like
He ain't never.
that's not the
That
type
ain't
of player that you
Yeah.
get next to
He
him.
never get
And like
buckets. He ain't whole defense. What man?
even though Bucks feel like it was like just start Marjan. It's like Marjan, like that feels
It's
like
a
a
better
lot
option.
of but like that feels like a lot of people projecting like what he could be and not what he has been. Like he's
Don't do
shown,
my boy.
I'm saying he's showing some flashes, but he's not like a lockdown guy at this point. He's not the answer because like they threw him out there on Brunson, he cooked him. Like they threw him
Yeah,
out
he's
there
not-
and
he's not a
like
guard defender.
no.
He was gonna cook it.
He's
Whoever
the best
was
option that they have, really. But
I feel like the more he gets on guys like that, though, the better he'll be.
I mean, you
I'm
don't. You
sure.
only get better with reps, and
I'm sure.
so not to belabor the point, 'cause we can move on to the rest of the NBA topics we have. But couple things for all the pessimism. Let me flip it with some optimism for y'all.
And
One,
I'm always the optimistic one. So like this is on the Bucks. For the Bucks, have I not been optimistic?
for the most part, yes, and that yes. So to flip that, Eric already pointed out the fact that Adrian Griffin listened to his players,
Mhm.
made an adjustment based on what they were seeing. That's a great sign. And
Mhm.
collaboration is a great sign. Two, I trust in John Horst. So if as this season continues to move along, he has been able to turn a nickel and a penny into some fantastic swing, some trades and some quarters and some $half at times. So I trust that John Horst can take a look at his roster. If things aren't working out the way that they intended, he'll try to make a move before the deadline and check that buyout market. I'll also point out the fact that excuse me. I'll also point out the fact that with this Bucks team, right? They are trying out a lot of different things. And Eric was pointing out the fact that trying too many things, figure out what the F you want to do. But one other side of that is that being able to be flexible and run various schemes is going to come in handy in the playoffs because you can't just continuously run the same defensive coverage all the time. Teams are too good. They'll figure it out. They'll eat that up. So being able to switch between a drop when Brook is out there to a more switch-heavy defense when Giannis is out there to playing a zone with Bobby or with Brook, like those options make some sense there. For this team, if Jay Crowder can continue being who he is, that's also a big swing for him because he was somebody last year where I don't think this is going to work out. So to see him come back this year, being able to move his feet, that's big for the Bucks. And it's a lot of season left. It is only November, which is the other flip side to that.
Yeah.
If we're having these conversations in February, March, it's a big problem to be had. But while he is learning a new team that he inherited, a new roster, figuring out what guys can do, figuring out the minutes. I mean, we already seen Malik Beasley minutes go down. He only played 14 last night. He started playing, high 30s, high 20s, or low 30s, high 20s. So, he adjusts as the season goes on. So, don't panic yet, Bucks fans, is what I would say. Like, there is still some time to see what this team is going to be. It just looks a little clunky at the moment, but give them some time to figure this out.
I would like for our superstars to stop looking each other off on open shots.
They're getting used to each other. This is not 2K.
I get it, but like that second Giannis 3 that I know he hit it. I know he hit that last motherfucker.
Yeah, he shouldn't take.
But he looked off Dame next to him before
he didn't even look off Dame. He was looking at the rim the whole time.
It's just a matter of those shots.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure in film, and when they review and film that, Dame will be like, "Hey, bro, I was next to you. Like, this is a higher quality shot." So, like, again, Giannis isn't used to playing with Dame. He's not used to having somebody like that next. It's going to take some time. Mm-hmm. And even with Giannis, you see, like, the playmaking, the assist numbers are down. Like, he was so used to being in Bud's system where he knew where everybody was going to be. Yeah. He knew exactly where every pass was going to go. Now he's figuring out with all this different off-ball motion, like, he's still figuring things out. So, give them some time. Who's next? Go.
Victor Wembanyama is here, y'all.
Man.
That man.
Creative player.
That's a fact. But he dunked so weird because he didn't got to go all the way up.
He do everything weird.
Arms just be like,
he dunked down.
Yeah.
He caught a lob. I'm like, fam, what? Like, I was like, I don't know, bro.
Like, he had a back-to-back against Phoenix last week, which he showed, like, the full arsenal. So, like, the first game, 18-8, 4 blocks, 6-12 from the field, 2-6 from 3. Highlights out the ass, though. Like,
everything he did, yeah.
And, like, there were points, like, down the stretch where it's like, oh, this motherfucker is taking over. The next game, 38-10. So, it's
like something out at the end of the last game.
15-26 from the field, 3-6 from 3. So, it's like, he's going through the league for the first time. And he's doing at least, like, I say 5 to 7 plays a game that you're like, what the fuck is that? And I think that as he goes through it, like back half of the year, it's just going to get crazy. Like, he can learn from the first time that he plays.
Yeah.
Creative player. Like, he's light. Like, that's pretty much all he's light and he's inexperienced. But that's all you can really knock it from his game at this point. Like,
gangly as fuck. God.
Like, he really is like a 7'4"
Gumby
3. Like, small forward. Like, he's a wing that also blocks the shit out of everybody's shots. That's 7'4", can handle the ball, can shoot, can pass. Like, he made some pass. I don't even remember which one it was. There was some pass where I was like, the hell was that? Like, also, Chet, like, led a break yesterday, or the day before yesterday, where he, like, went behind the back to Casey Wallace and for
basketball. Drummond broke Chet's ankles.
He did.
And I just have to say that sentence because who would have thought that would be a sentence?
But Chet's been really good, too. Like, basketball is changing, though. Like, it is.
Again,
the league isn't a great place.
People who say, I'm not watching NBA, it's not as fun as it. Man, listen, these young dudes out here who
are looking like monsters.
And honestly, I think it was Victor's first game or two. And I felt like his teammates was treating him like young LeBron, where they like, we got it.
Hoop. Yeah.
He might come in and be able to do a little something for us, but like, we really got it. And I'm like, no, give him the ball. Stop looking him off. Give him the ball.
I think it was that first Phoenix game. Yep. Devin Vassell was kind of going G-ball. It's like,
give him the ball.
You do that 7-foot dude, right?
That's funny.
No, it's been fun. And like I said before the season, like Oklahoma City is my other league pass team, but like I'm gonna watch a lot of Spurs games this year, and I have not been disappointed.
I got tickets to the Spurs game when they come to Milwaukee. I can't wait to see you in person.
That's dope.
That'd be a nice Christmas gift. I'm not saying that for a specific reason, but I'm just saying, like, if there's anybody in your life that enjoys NBA basketball,
I'm not saying it, but you're saying
that lives in Milwaukee, that may or may not do a sports podcast, and wear glasses, have long hair. Anyone. And it's under 300 pounds.
Oh, shoot!
I'm under 2.
I'm under 250.
I fuck with that.
Oh, I definitely disrespect me, nigga.
I was trying to go down the list. I'm like, okay, I need a differentiation. I said the glass. I'm like, oh, he got hair in that. He got
I
So, yeah,
expect
yeah.
that from Tim. Now, you
It
can.
was an accidental mistake. My bad.
Ashley, are you listening? I'm just
Get this man some tickets, guys.
Please. This man is slandering people to get
Exactly.
tickets.
Get this man some tickets. Shit.
What's on,
I mean, you know, I buy them anyway.
what's on your bird, Ken?
Mine would like to talk about LeBron.
Surprise, surprise.
James.
LeBron James.
LeBron.
LeBron has been playing amazing this season, and I love it. But you gotta chill. You gotta relax, fam.
I haven't
He
seen many
can't.
Lakers games, so I don't know even what
My man is putting the team on his back every night, bro.
Should
He
have
is
to.
39 years old.
Reeves showed up the other day.
We gotta figure. Oh, you said who?
Reeves.
Oh, no.
Like your last game, Austin Reeves and D-Lo both kind
sick, man.
of they showed up last
Do
game.
you watch every game?
I said last game.
I ain't talking. I'm talking about do you watch every night? I watch every night. Nigga.
That's Ken
He ain't
Live.
been doing shit.
He also had a triple double last night.
That's what I said last night. I said last night, and him and D-Lo showed up for him last night. And lost.
No, that ain't enough. Exactly. That ain't enough. But no, LeBron really has been this man almost been playing almost 40 minutes a night.
Yeah,
man.
Woo, wait, no.
37, 33, 35, 38. LeBron James, fam, we can't.
Wait.
can't
He
do
not
this.
bullshitting.
Didn't
No.
Yeah, I'm dead
Didn't
honest.
Darvingham say they gonna put that man on that minutes restriction?
That was the first thing this man said. Opening night.
But the thing is,
That he ain't gonna play no more than 29 minutes, fam.
yeah, LeBron approved that plan.
No,
you know
he
he the boss.
did.
Plus, y'all been in fights.
Yeah, so 29
We
minutes.
have been, but it's been him like fourth quarter. Like
Yeah.
I gotta turn up.
Yeah.
But
29 minutes the first game. Since then, 35, 39, 33, 42, 35, 37.
thank you.
That Clipper game.
42.
That Clipper
That
game was the
was
42.
Yeah, that was it was overtime too. Yeah, but still, we cannot.
Still, dog.
That is
That
not
was
the
a fight.
formula that we need to continue.
No,
to
you're
go.
right. You're right.
And then I'm not even mad. Like AD has been showing up. AD has been balling. He's been doing everything that we've been needing him to do, minus the first game where he didn't show up the second half.
Yeah.
But defensively, he's been balling out. He's been there. He did get injured last game, but he had a hip spasm. Dog, when he hit the ground and he started, I was like, damn, please don't do this to me. I was like, why, bro? But then, yeah, he got hip spasm. I ain't never heard of hip spasm.
I haven't either. But they said he probably should play on Wednesday. Tomorrow.
Yeah, he gonna play against Houston.
So what more do y'all need then? If you got your two superstars are acting like superstars.
Well, is AD acting superstar right now?
Look at his numbers.
No, his numbers are he is there. But the thing is that AD starts off hot and then he ends cool. So then that's when so then LeBron fourth quarter has to step up. That's where we have to figure that out. If y'all got to stagger something,
does it be the other way around? Y'all rather LeBron start off hot and then AD finish the game?
I would rather it that way because I feel like if we can do it that way, then we can kind of like tame his minutes a little bit. And then we need our supporting cast to step up
that
too.
y'all need.
D-Lo do not step up every night.
At all.
Like Reeves, I'm not even mad at you, fam. But I need you to get more into the flow. He's like out of sorts right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because he played so much
It's
over the
probably,
summer or
now
something
he's
like
on
that.
the scouting report.
Yeah,
Last
that's
year before, it's kind of
Oh yeah, he was just coming up.
he was
like
like the
yeah.
fourth, fifth.
You got a contract
thing.
now.
Like, now it's like
He part of our
option
big three.
behind-
Like he
Yeah.
literally is part of the big three. So we're like,
Yeah.
I need him to show up a little bit more. D-Lo needs to show up a little bit more.
That's right.
It's just a supporting cast. Like everybody, I understand like it's the beginning of the season and everything like that. But how we're going, like LeBron cannot put the team on his back every
That's
night.
fair.
That's not the
burn
right
out.
That's
formula.
not gonna
Don't
work.
burn out.
Yeah.
So somebody pointed out, I forgot where I was. I think it's like in one of the discourses or something, man. But they were saying like they really miss Schroeder. Like Schroeder,
Yeah, for
if
real.
you look at like which Laker teams have been good, it's been the ones with Schroeder.
Because he could do everything.
Yeah, and like he's one of the few people that can
Facilitate.
actually take the facilitating off of LeBron.
Exactly.
Like the rest of the guards that they have are kind of like score
Scorers.
first. I mean, like Schroeder is too, but like Schroeder can still run off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like D-Lo wanted to just pull up.
Yeah.
D-Lo always wanted to just pull up.
That's all he wanted to do is shoot.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know who I miss, man?
Oh, here you go. Alex Caruso. KCP.
Brooke Lopez.
KCP. I hate
Kyle
him.
Kuzma.
I already know.
Oh yeah, I wish we had Kuzma.
Man, cool. Bro.
A healthy
Kuzma.
Lonzo Ball.
Julius Randle.
Russ.
Hey, no, we're not gonna put bust on my man's like
Brandon Ingram.
no.
Who?
He said Russ, not Buzz.
Yeah, I said Russ. Russell.
You
Oh,
say
Russ.
Westbrook.
Oh hell no.
That's the reaction I was looking for. Who are you missing?
Oh, Caruso.
I said Caruso. You bastard.
Oh,
It was so many names thrown out.
Yeah,
I
it's
looked.
like, no, I do. I miss Caruso though, for real.
That's a
I ain't gonna lie
fact.
to you.
Wow, look, Anthony Davis is averaging 36.9 minutes a game, and LeBron's averaging 35.9.
Crazy. Though.
Wait, AD played 48 against the Clippers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
AD, but
There's a reason why his hip was bad.
I'll say it's not sustainable for either one of these dudes to play this heavy minute load in the regular
Oh
season.
man, man.
Which is also crazy why people were like, the Lakers had the best offseason. Like, really? Did they?
No, hey, it ain't showing up. If we did,
They brought back the Western Conference
Hey, I
Final
like
team.
y'all off season. I thought that y'all figured something out. at the
it's
trade
like
deadline
something's
last
still
year.
missing. Like
Yeah,
watching
Vincent
this, it's like
did
it's
shit.
just not Ellen right
Yeah,
It's
Vince
not
ain't did
up.
shit.
now. No, Vincent has
Torian Prince hasn't been
No.
healthy.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
That's
Cam Reddish is probably playing better than you could have expected him to. But
Yeah.
Yeah, Reddish has
Not
been
great.
balling.
Rui, what's going on with
He
him?
missed a 3 that I want him to knock down. Last.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah. Again, when I was like, LeBron should have just took that shot though. I understand that's the right basketball play.
This year,
But it's like,
He
Yep.
probably
Ah.
gonna do that.
I know, but it's like, bro, you should have stuck that because you would have got fouled.
Yeah.
You would
They were
have.
only,
That's
they were
why
only
he
down
would've got
one,
fouled.
so it's like,
Yeah, still, I was like, you should have just
Shit,
because you
right.
know you was gonna get fouled.
Yeah.
That's,
But I respect it though.
that's like when you be playing 2K and be like, don't pass to the randoms, and they be wide open. You like, I couldn't help it. It's the right basketball play. They open. I can't help it. I got to pass it. All right. Hopefully they can figure out
Yeah, we
LeBron's
gotta figure it
Yeah,
out.
because
that's
that's not the
that's not
format. Yeah,
sustainable
at
at all.
but the fact that they think that they have to play that kind of shows that
There's something missing.
they don't see what they.
But
need to
LeBron
see
ain't
the
go.
rest
He
of the
he go work it out.
He gonna
GM
take-
LeBron ain't
yeah.
gonna go through this too much longer. He be like, fam, I'm not gonna
Tired.
be playing up for
Tired,
you.
boy.
I'm tired. No.
I'm trying to play with my sons. I can't.
Exactly.
Play
I'm
with my
I'm gonna be burnt out for the All-Star break.
Yeah.
It's true.
My man's 39.
Yeah, bro.
You keep it down. He ain't 39 until next month.
That nigga 39.
39.
That nigga
You
39.
be seeing it,
When I
though.
say
In certain
300 pounds,
plays.
Hey, oh what? Certain plays you do see the 39, you be like, damn, my man. What is it?
Nothing. Nothing. More slander.
Oh, see,
Let's move on to wrestling.
wrestling.
Let's move on to wrestling. WWE had their premium live event this past weekend, Crown Jewels. We're just going to recap, go down the card, say what matches were great, and then at the end, say if it's worth going back and rewatching in case you hadn't.
Okay.
So, pay-per-view started off with Seth Rollins defeating Drew McIntyre via pinfall to retain the World Heavyweight
Yeah.
Championship.
Sorry.
You did this.
Why do we
Wow.
keep
So you gotta hear this.
I'm
Keep
muting
going,
it
no,
and keep
I
going
see
up.
his phone volume literally going up after he put it down. That's wild.
You think it's sweet?
I'm going to hear this ad.
Yeah, but it is.
But no, Seth Rollins defeated Drew McIntyre to retain the World Heavyweight Championship.
Mhm.
Damian Priest tried to cash in
No.
at the end of the match, but then Sami Zayn ambushed him and then stole the briefcase.
Nah.
Oh, Dwayne. Yeah, you like brother?
Hey, what up, though, brother?
What's up, sir? Welcome.
What's going on?
We was talking about you earlier, too.
Exactly.
man.
Congrats on
Talking about your
deal.
bad.
Talk about your bad.
How would y'all rank the Seth Rollins-Drew McIntyre match on a scale of 1 through 5?
I give it like a 3.75.
3.5.
That's high. That's about a 3 for me.
That's a
It's
3,
about a
3
3
now.
for me. It was alright. It wasn't anything.
It was a wrestling match.
Yeah, it wasn't anything
Yeah.
special. It was alright.
I did think that they were gonna actually pull the trigger and put
Drew.
have Drew win. Like that would be like the cementing of his heel turn. But we also have whatever the thing comes up. Survivor Series, so that might be it.
All right. Rhea Ripley defeated Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Raquel Rodriguez via pinfall to retain the Women's World Championship.
Acting.
That match, again, I was like,
It was
all
alright.
right.
Yeah, it
About
was
a 3,
alright.
like 3, maybe 2.75 for me. It was.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't all that.
I missed that one. I think my kids were doing something.
You were fine to miss that
Yeah,
one.
it wasn't. You ain't missed that.
Tim, you got a ring?
Yeah, like a 3.
A 3.
Generous man.
Is it?
Solo Sikoa defeated John Cena via pinfall, and really it was just a beatdown.
Yeah.
That man beat the brakes off John Cena.
That match was trash.
You weren't a fan of the
I wasn't a
beatdown?
fan of that.
John Cena did the choke slam. We don't see that too often.
Cena do got striking this win back at some point.
I think he gone.
Yeah.
I think he doing the old wrestler. I know I'm not going to be here no
Yeah.
more. I'm gonna just keep putting over younger talent because
I
my
guess.
name still. That's how I feel.
still
about
feel like
it.
he'll get a big one.
Yeah, but for like the wins to actually matter,
Oh,
like they
yeah.
still have to think that you're gonna win.
They draw nostalgia. Never give up.
I don't that thumb thing. I don't.
That Soul's Cold.
Aggressive thumbing.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not-
right. Man, like, come on, come with something else. I'd rather see a chop or something than that. I'm gonna thumb you to death. Like, come on, man.
He stabbing you in the throat. Pause.
Yeah, I'll give that one a good 2.5, 2.75.
Yeah, it was like, it wasn't that good.
It hits you right in the esophagus.
So,
Like
Logan,
I'll break my thumb before I actually
right,
hurt
hurt
myself.
somebody
Yeah.
else. Logan Paul defeated Rey Mysterio to win the United States Championship. The man cheated, and what threw me off, I forget who came out from LWO to help Rey. Santos came out, and instead of taking the brass knuckles with him, that man put them on the ring and then chased out. I was like, brother, why did you take the brass knuckles with you? You just set your mans up to lose.
He didn't feel like running with him. They was heavy.
hey, man.
Brass knuckles.
They was heavy.
That was heavy. Yeah.
They didn't belong with his fingers. He
Them
ain't want
heavy,
them.
something wrong.
What?
Let me leave these right here.
No, but that I didn't enjoy. I enjoy Logan Paul as a performer. I think it was cool to see him because he's like the ultimate heel at this point. So to see him get the title and then it be from Rey Mysterio, it makes sense. Like I wasn't mad at it.
I mean, I'm glad they gave him like an undercard belt.
Yeah, exactly. Not beat Seth Rollins or something like that.
The man's going to be a champion in this business, and not the belt that he got now. Like they gonna give Logan Paul a belt.
eventually.
And I hate to say it because it's Logan Paul, but like he's good at wrestling.
He is. Like, he's really good.
All the aspects, like in ring, promo,
the mic, everything.
charisma. Like
He is it.
he is a wrestler. Like he is good at it, and it makes me hate him more. Which is the whole point of wrestling, to get that heat, and he got it.
Did you see him saving Rey Mysterio in the match? He was out of place though, wasn't he?
I was gonna say, I wonder if
he was out of place.
He saved him or if he just like missed his spot.
Yeah, I think he missed the spot. Yeah, he missed the spot. That's what I.
Because Rey Mysterio been doing this for
way too long. Yeah, to let that happen.
He know where he's going in that ring.
Yeah.
The best part of the match to me is when after Logan Paul won, he went up to Rey Mysterio and said, "Hey man, I respect you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. You a legend." And Rey was like, "I just saw you cheat." I guess. And Logan's like, "Thank you, brother. Thank you." And Rey is like, "I saw you. Like, what are you saying thank you for?" And I was like, "God, I hate Logan Paul, but this is gold. This is gold."
But shout out to him for always promoting Prime too.
Boy,
that heart.
He got my son. No, they got an energy drink, not the energy one, but they got one that's like that's like Gatorade. Yeah, my son always. Oh, bro, they expensive.
Yeah, my daughter was talking
Bro,
about
like a pack is like $20, fam. And it's only like 8 in a pack. Exactly.
But the Logan Paul match was probably up to this point in the card favorite thing I had saw, and that's still about a good 3. Slice of the LWO founder was literally a cheater, though.
This is true.
Hey, I lie, I cheat, I steal.
Go.
He is goated. Next up, we had Io Sky defeat Bianca Belair via pinfall to retain the WWE Women's Championship. Also had some interference in this match. Kairi Sane, I saw somebody point that out earlier in the comments. But
he said that earlier.
Like that was an alright match.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Apparently they're building the AWO, Asian World Order.
Really?
Are they really?
I forgot what they call it.
Too many WOs.
I mean, not literally. I'm just saying they put on Asian.
I was like, they named it.
I think the name was something like the Black Lotus Clan or some shit like that.
That's a call name.
That didn't work.
But what's the name? What's the name of the group with
Damage Control?
No, not Damage Control. The black group with Street Profits and
Hurt Business.
Are they still calling themselves Hurt Business?
I don't think
they ain't really been saying no name.
Not yet, but
that's basically what it is.
Hurt Business 2.0.
2.0.
Yeah, that match was cool. Like the interference was like, okay, Bayley saw you. She looked like she saw a ghost. So
yeah,
like,
I mean,
the
she didn't want to put her out.
Exactly. So the storylines that come for that should be pretty interesting. But it was.
But I say that because it's Io, Kairi Sane. They're supposed to get Asuka possibly.
That's a staple.
Yeah, that's bringing in
that's
like
legit,
some more Asian women wrestlers.
They all can wrestle. Too.
I say Asian.
I think Cia Lee might be. No,
Zaya.
she's Chinese.
She's Chinese.
Cody Rhodes, Ken's guy. He defeated Damian Priest via pinfall.
I didn't enjoy it.
I was, you know what? After going through this card,
Pretty mid.
It was trash.
It was pretty mid.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
It was pretty mid.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
Even the cold, I was like, all right. The intro was cold. They sung the crap out of his theme music.
Yeah.
That was the best part of the match.
He like ridiculous over, but yeah, the match was very mid. And I'm a Cody, I'm a diehard Cody fan. And I was just like, this is garbage. I didn't need this. He might as well not even wrestle.
I think everybody collectively is just over the Judgment Day. So it's like,
Rhea is the
I
best
was
thing.
saying, I don't know about over.
It's just like
them. I
because
think
it's the
they
same
need
shit from week to week. It's like they come out, all hell Judgment Day. They interrupt whoever is in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Then they set up some 6-man tag match with 3 of the dudes from the group plus 3 random faces. And now we getting War Games, which is the same feuds that we done had because it's Cody, it's Seth, it's Sammy, it was KO, now it's Jay Uso.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then Drew McIntyre's like floating around there apparently now.
I mean, I guess one could say I
Just
saw
did the
some
same
critiques
reason.
about the Roman Reigns. He defeated LA Knight via pinfall and retained the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, and I heard kind of the same thing. People, I'm tired of him winning the same way.
Yeah,
the same thing.
Enough is enough, fam.
stop letting everybody interfere in
Like
these
for
matches.
real, enough is enough. Like you are the greatest of all time. You don't need all that. Just beat people clean.
I will say
I'm still better for
they
them
did-
beating my boys.
they did a really good job of making LA Knight look like he belonged.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
And the fact that, again, like, I talked about it, I don't know if that was last week or a couple weeks ago, but, like, when they let him interrupt Roman's
Yeah, that was
mid
dope.
intro,
Intro.
where it's like,
Yeah, that was
okay,
dope.
they believe in him. They let him kick out of the spear, which nobody ever does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means that they
I was
believe in him.
surprised, like,
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so that match wasn't about, like, the LA Knight taking the title. It was about
Mhm.
making LA Knight a main eventer, which he did.
Yeah.
He
He's there.
definitely did. Yeah, he did.
That finishing move got to change still, though.
It's
Yeah.
so trash.
But-
So garbage.
All in all, the card was mid. I wouldn't recommend
Very.
anybody who missed it to go back and rewatch Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's a no.
Yeah,
it's
it
not a
wouldn't.
yeah.
It
It's
wouldn't.
definitely a no. That's a
Who?
who had it? Oh, what was it with Batista, and Triple H, and all them back in the Evolution when they had the thumb and thumbs
Oh
up?
yeah.
Turn that down.
God.
That's
I wish I had more hands.
Got it. Yeah.
that's how I felt about Crown
I
Jewel.
can give that PLE both thumbs down.
Right. All right, let's do some quick hits and then get up out of here.
I'm hungry.
Guys, the Chicago Cubs are hiring Craig Counsell as their Craig Counsell
Let's say great.
as their manager.
Great pickup.
It's a blockbuster move for Chicago.
Great pickup.
Here you go.
Craig Counsell's going to get $8 million a year in this deal with the Cubs, and it's an industry-shaking deal.
That's why I can't
Highest
even mad
paid.
at it.
Hey, multiple coaches have pointed out that it's actually better for their pockets to coach college programs than in the major leagues.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy because I couldn't name a single college.
No, at all.
Although to be fair, I can name more than like 3 major league
Better
managers.
than
So
me. Shell said, "What am I?"
I mean,
That's
of all the
funny.
teams, bro, you go to
The Cubs.
knowing the history. You played here.
What
You
do that
grew up
matter if
here.
they
You went to
talking that
school
money?
here.
Hey,
You
bro.
lived here. You
Hey,
know all
I
that.
care about
$8
a
million
rivalry,
is $8
fam.
million.
Exactly.
And he
I
ain't got to
don't
move
care.
that far away from his family.
That's one
Wow.
thing that he said.
Yeah,
it's not that
right
far
up
of
the
a
street,
trip.
fam. I'll come back. Y'all can eat a dick.
And
Look at my paycheck.
here's the thing.
Everything
like,
I did for y'all, and y'all talk, man.
Brewers fans have been complaining for like the last
Couple years.
5 to 10 years that Mark Atanasio is a cheap
He's been
asshole.
cheap since he bought us.
I know,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm saying it's really become a problem
Uh,
where it's like they've had a good team and he hasn't spent to put them
Maintain.
over the hump. So, like, I don't get how you can be mad at. I mean, I get why because it's sports and it's irrational, but like, I don't get how you can really be mad at Craig Counsell for taking the bag when you know Atanasio is not going to pay him.
Here's the thing that's so crazy about it. Apparently, the Brewers offered him $5.5 million, but then the Mets came out and said $7,
Mhm.
and the Brewers said, "Yo, the highest paid manager before this was getting paid about $4.5 million a year." So the Brewers were going to come in a little bit higher, and then the Mets said, "Here goes 7," and then the Cubs said, "We can do 8."
And they had a manager already.
and they just
They
fired
didn't
him.
even-
As soon as they said, "We can get you," cool, you out of here.
That's a fact.
So
He probably was at the crib. Mets
Never
hired
lost.
Craig Counsell. Nigga, don't I still work here?
not the Mets, the Cubs.
I mean Cubs. He just that's gotta be some crazy stuff. You sitting at the crib, you see the news break across your phone because some insider done broke it before the team told
I was
you.
gonna say,
He
I
might as
forget
well
what.
come to Milwaukee.
I forget
No,
what.
thank you.
I forget what
We ain't doing no
baseball
trade.
Woj's name is. I can imagine.
He don't got no
Jefferson.
job. He all got to do is work.
No, they did say Ricky Weeks is apparently off the job.
He's one of the candidates I saw.
Oh, that'd be dope. You know, he played it.
Can he do the job?
He's black.
Can he do the job?
He's black.
Either way, they're going cheap, I'm sure.
That's a fact. Whatever Brewers will.
It makes
But,
sense.
like,
They can
this-
get him for cheap.
Speaking of Moggs, Mark Mogg Marshall Mogg too.
He's the
In
biggest
response,
dog of them
he
all.
is. In response, he said, "We're all here today because we lost Craig. But I've reflected on this. You know, Craig lost us, and he's lost the community. It's a real special place to be. Shut the
up.
fuck up, like, bro.
That's not a good response.
No,
To be an outbid on your manager.
That's unprofessional.
That man said he lost us too.
He lost us.
He got a bag, Mark.
We were special.
We were special.
that's like somebody leave you in a relationship." For somebody better, and you go, well, they lost me too. Like clearly,
Yeah,
like they
we
wanted
know.
to. That was the purpose. Like,
They
that's
left
the whole
you.
point.
That was no
They
purpose.
left for a better
They
situation.
probably told you they leaving you.
It's up over here, fam.
They're
What you
leaving.
mean?
Before we move on, just for context, in other sports, the highest paid coaches or managers. NFL's Bill Belichick, he gets 20 M's a year. My.
You know,
That's the one he just resigned too.
Mhm.
Yep.
I know.
NBA.
Nick Saban.
Monty Williams, as we know, he got that $13 million bag to come
Hey, you
coach
gotta
the
pay.
Pistons.
That's the Detroit tax.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta pay.
He said, no, thank you. They said, how about this bag? He said, all right. College football, you got Nick Saban getting 11.4 mil. College basketball, John Calipari, he's getting 8.5. And then in the NHL, Todd McLean, he's getting $5 million to do his job. I couldn't even tell you what team Todd coach. Manage.
I'm going with the
watching
Avalanche.
Rocky, though.
You said the what?
I said the Avalanche.
That's what we go.
I'm guessing.
All right, now.
You looking it up?
Mm-hmm.
Bet.
But-
But the fact that the NHL's head coach, highest paid head coach, was getting more than MLB manager, he kind of he is current head coach of Los Angeles Kings.
There you go. NXT is moving to the CW next year.
CW.
SmackDown already announced a move back to the USA Network, and Raw's deal is yet to be announced. So
They're
WWE
going big
is-
with their sports over there right now.
Who see that?
Yeah.
What else they got?
They got inside the
What else
NFL.
you got? I thought that was HBO.
No, it's on CW.
What?
Yeah,
I don't even know if I have the CW.
It's a basic.
yeah, it's a basic.
It
I think
is,
it's
but I don't
18
know.
or
Like,
something
I mean, I would imagine so.
You
but
got
I've
it.
They
never-
doing that. They finna start screaming. They're trying to incorporate like a basketball type show that's like inside the NFL. Yeah.
I'm here for that.
I like the idea of wrestling being on antenna channel.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah,
it
it
started.
started.
That's how it used to be,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, that's how I got
Mhm.
on there too.
Oh, live golf.
Shell said the CW has Live Golf.
Yeah,
too.
Live
so
Golf, yeah.
like, I guess they
So
are really
they
stepping
trying
up
to step up their
game.
sports.
Okay.
So actually, yeah, Inside was off HBO since 2008. Then they went to Showtime. Then they were on Paramount Plus for 2 years. Now they're on CW.
It's crazy.
I can tell you who's on the show now.
Ryan
Ocho
Clark,
Cinco.
Ryan Clark,
Ain't he on there too?
Yeah,
Ocho Cinco.
Ocho's Ryan Clark, Cutler on there too.
Jay
It
Cutler?
was announced former
Ha!
Steelers safety Ryan Clark will be the new host
Yeah, he
alongside
hosts,
Channing Crowder, Jay Cutler, Chad Johnson, and Chris Long.
Cutler on there being blah.
I was gonna say I cannot see Jay Cutler being in
He
the
blah, bro. He just be talking like no personality. Ryan Clark be sharp as a fool.
No, that man be dressed.
He be dressing.
Some injury news, and then this is the last topic we have. In the NFL, Jamar Chase is day-to-day with his back injury, noted that he's pretty sore, so we're not sure if we'll see him suit up on Sunday.
But he's open.
The Cardinals officially activated Kyler Murray to their 53-man roster. They're preparing for him to play Sunday versus Atlanta. Eagles tight end Dallas Goedert has a fracture in his forearm. He's going to be out for a couple weeks. Giants quarterback Daniel Jones tore his ACL versus the Raiders, and his season is officially over. Don't forget, they already have Tyrod Taylor on IR with a rib injury, so
Oh, I forgot he hurt his rib.
their healthy quarterbacks are undrafted rookie Tommy DeVito and veteran Matt Barkley, who
Tommy
was signed
DeVito.
to the practice squad.
He
last
sound
week.
like he's supposed to be a Giants quarterback.
Yeah.
Tommy DeVito, fam.
The Rams are expected to sign Carson Wentz. We already mentioned that that's done.
Hey,
And the Vikings confirmed that running back Cam Akers ruptured his left Achilles tendon, which is
Jesus.
unfortunate. The man did the same thing to his right one back in 2021.
that sucks.
Crazy.
Speaking of the Vikings, shout out to Joshua Dobbs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That man didn't know a single teammate and came in and
out
led them
there.
to a win.
Just how he did in Arizona when he started there. Same situation. Don't know nobody. I'm just
I
out
know
here
how to
throwing.
play, though.
I'm just out here playing football.
I know how to
It's
play.
like I played with 3 of y'all on Madden.
Right.
So,
In the NBA, Clippers center Mason Plumlee has a left knee MCL sprain, so he's returning to LA this week for further evaluation. Suns guard Bradley Beal can make his debut versus the Bulls on Wednesday. He's been upgraded to questionable. The Pelicans say that CJ McCollum has a slight collapsed lung in his
Jesus.
right one.
how the fuck can you have slight collapse? Like, either your lung is collapsed or it's not.
It's about the how much air has like it's kind of like if you had an actual bag of air and you slightly punctured it, it's gonna come out a lot slower than if it was a big puncture. It's gonna really collapse.
Jesus.
Like there's different levels of it, so
Mhm.
luckily his isn't as severe.
I mean, your lung is punctured. Your lung is punctured.
The
Like, I
only
get
reason
it.
I know this, my mom has had both of her lungs collapse in accidents.
Oh,
So I remember
shit.
I was like, "Wait, what? Your lung can collapse?" And they were like, "Yes." So I hope CJ comes back soon.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, Trailblazers center Robert Williams III is facing a potential season-ending right knee injury. So they might do that surgery, which will end his season, or they could choose to do a cleanup procedure that would have him out for 2 to 3 months. The man can't catch a break.
And also, the Celtics are forever trading damaged goods.
Yep. Yes, they are. That's all we have for y'all this week. We hope that y'all enjoyed this week's episode of Technical File, the sports podcast you never really needed. As a reminder, please subscribe wherever you can, rate, review, share the show. If you're watching on the YouTube, like the video up, drop a comment as well. We appreciate all y'all. Truly, truly, truly. So continue to share the show, helping us grow. And I don't have any real parting words of wisdom. I will say this. Shout out to my grandpa. I got to meet my grandpa for the first time in like 30 years. And the man's hilarious. And I am somebody who, I lost my granny when I was 5. So I've spent most of my life without a grandparent.
Oh, that's lit.
So to be able to be reintroduced to my grandpa, that was tight. So I'm in the episode just saying shout out to Grandpa Bo, because that's also a very grandpa name, I feel like.
Yes.
So shout out to Grandpa Bo.
I was thinking about that earlier. Like, what's going to be like the grandma and grandpa names like when we're older?
Oh hell, don't get me.
In the sense of like
Like,
Pawpaw, Grandpa.
Yeah.
no. Like where, like somebody, like if you talking about like, oh, you dating an old woman, you dating a Gertrude or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like where it's like,
I don't think we got them.
Gertrude.
like what's gonna be
Some
the
names
name
are
where it's like that name
Gertrude.
just doesn't apply to like
Oh,
little
man.
kids anymore. It's like,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
you know, it's like Brittany gonna be like the grandma name.
Oh, that's
Wendy.
But I mean, I'm saying though, like,
Wendy.
like, are there Britneys being
Marsha,
born now? I don't
Mary.
really think so. Like, Britney's kind of like out of
Is it? People don't even think kids Brittany no more?
No, they're doing like
Britney,
Brittany
and then
Bernicia.
right, like
I low key like Bernicia.
I fuck with
Bernicia.
that.
I kind of. Don't look at me like that. I'm. Listen, let me end the show here. Let me say this.
Bernicia.
Let me make sure the mic is here.
Write that one down.
I am an advocate for black names. People
Me
always
too.
want to call our names ghetto, whatever the case may be, but I like the fact that we have ethnic names.
I want a Kingston.
but I don't know if
Not gonna lie.
Bernicia is.
I'm not
ethnic.
sure Bernicia is,
I
but
think
I'm
that's
just,
just-
I'm
that's
just saying. He
just
looked at me
random
like
syllables.
Yeah, that
most
look
of
like
our
some
stuff
shit.
is though. We
funny.
make all this stuff
How
up
you spell it?
I don't know.
Brittany.
Add Brittany and
Isha?
Nisha.
Bernicia.
Bernicia. Okay, anyways, we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Granny Lakeisha. That's gonna be like the
Yeah, there's
whole.
gonna be a lot of Lakeisha grannies.
Lakeisha Granny.
Lakeisha too, though.
Lakeisha. Yeah, that's
I feel like
probably
that's
That's a black
that's
name.
what-
Lakeisha.
Keep the black names going, y'all. That's what I
That's
want.
what. That's the thing, though. I don't think that they're going because like Gertrude was like a name that was popular, and
It
then
was
like
Southern.
after like 1950, like there were no more Gertrudes.
Gertrude was a huge.
There's also like a lot of Mary Ann. You know what? Let's get out of here. This Mary Ann. Someone's grandma's name is Gertrude. You
She probably big as hell too.
They listen to this pod like, I'll be damn. They all here talking about, I didn't know what I look like.
All right.
Ah,
All right, we out of here. If you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me
Wait a minute.
on the Twitter, the Instagram, these PSN 2K streets. Slice it easy on the names. Hey,
Gotta go through.
I mean, he has an older name.
I was gonna say Sly, Grandpa Sly.
They have Sylvester.
God
There's not
damn.
many Sylvesters
I fuck
out
with
there.
Grandpa
It is
Sly.
not.
I feel it. I'm with you, Sly. But no. Yeah. At
Oh,
me
that's
on
name.
there.
How we gonna find his name?
I fuck with Grandpa Sly,
Sylvester.
though.
uh,
I fuck with Grandpa Sly.
All right.
Grandpa Sly gonna be
Grandpa
called.
Sly.
Alright, yeah.
Pawpaw Sly, fam.
Yeah.
No,
It
Grandpa
could be.
Sly.
It could be.
All right. At Camille Monet, CamilleMonae. Again, in addition to Tech File, catch me on my phone Bucks as well as Cheesehead TVs. Carry the G and MKE.
I gotta get some more carry the G.
Yeah, you see this this button right here. It says subscribe. Push that. No, it's right there.
I feel it. Yeah. On YouTube.
But also, the ones that she just said do that same thing.
Yeah,
3 times, 3 buttons. Boom, boom, boom. Subscribe everywhere.
Yeah.
Do not follow me on Twitter, but you'll find me there at
Do not follow me, but you can see me there. Everyday underscore gentleman on Instagram. Jesus Christ. What the hell is my kid? Everyday gentleman on Instagram. KHarris216. Jesus Christ. On Twitter and Snapchat. Y'all know where I'm at. Should I say it every week?
You're not following me.
They throw me over.
This your boy.
See, that's why you don't follow me. You don't come after me.
KINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Catch Me, aka Mr. Give It To Me. That's a rapper tapper this week.
Come on, rapper tapper. Damn, that's a rapper tapper. That's a rapper tapper.
Shout out to Nobody Fails Apparel again for lacing.
Hey, shout out. Appreciate y'all.
As we get out of here.
Rapper Kobe.
Rapper tapper. What made you think of rapper tapper?
I don't know, shit just coming in like Bluetooth.
Somebody like, who?
Bluetooth, man.
What's wrong? Who's Bands?
Oh my god.
My brother-in-law be tripping.
Who's Bands?
I don't know.
Bluetooth.
Oh boy. We gotta have one of the coldest things in the podcast.
Oh yeah, because I be hearing some, they be garbage. Even the real professional ones be trash.
Nah, they be the most trash.
Yeah, they be super trash.
Bye, y'all.